to Sydney from Townsville, and we're documenting current environmental research along the way and trying to spread the word to local communities as a science communication project. And we're wondering about your turtle research and marine debris that's been going on. I was wondering if you could tell us, first of all, if you could tell us your name and a little bit about the research that you're currently doing.
My name is Dr. Cathy Townsend. I'm from Moreton Bay Research Station at the University of Queensland, and I have been working on the impact of ingested marine debris on sea turtles.
Wow, that's great. And with this research, have you found anything so far, or how's it coming along?
Yes. I wouldn't be a researcher still if I hadn't found anything so far.
Of course.
Yeah, we started the project back in 2006, and we've been working on collecting animals that have washed up dead or injured and ultimately die in the end, and investigating what impacts marine debris have been having on them. So, in particular, when we first started the project, it was very little information about the overall impact of marine debris on sea turtles. The small amount of information that we had, it seemed that it may not be a particularly large problem. It may have only been about 2%,
sure,
which for a population level would have been quite sustainable. However, to really determine whether or not the animals are being impacted by marine debris, you have to physically open them up and look inside, because those images of sea turtles with plastic bags hanging out of their mouths is not the normal modus operandum. You don't normally see those sort of external signs that they've eaten debris. And so the very first question we asked was, is it a problem? And so we started working with the traditional owners in the area and working with the broader local community to collect and find sick and stranded sea turtles, and working with rehabilitation groups as well. And what we found after having looked inside about 200 animals is that it was a much bigger problem than anticipated.
Wow.
That it's more like around 30% of the sea turtles in the Moreton Bay region have consumed so much marine debris that was the primary cause of death. This is comparable to many other places in the world. So we found globally, because we've also done some global studies since then.
Wow.
We found globally that is actually on the low end, and there's various places in the world where pretty much every single sea turtle you open up will have marine debris in its gut. So it's a large problem, and on a global scale, if you average it out, about 50% of the world's sea turtles are ingesting marine debris at very high quantities.
That's a little sobering.
It's extremely sobering, because considering this is only one of many stressors that sea turtles have on a global scale. Everything from hunting to habitat destruction to the list goes on and on. Pollution, and so boat strike, and this is just one of a litany of impacts that the sea turtles are having to deal with to maintain their populations. And so I guess it's not terribly surprising that most of the world's sea turtles are considered to be either endangered or critically endangered.
Sure. And you mentioned before that you worked with the local community. I was wondering if there's anything that if people in the area do see a stranded sea turtle or anything, that there's somewhere they can call, or how can people get involved and help out?
Yeah, so I've got quite a network of people who will report things to me. If you do see a sick sea turtle, so one that's not dead yet, the best thing to do is you utilize because I work with the RSPCA.
Sure.
And so you contact the 1-800-ANIMAL hotline, and you report the sick or injured sea turtle, and they'll send out somebody to come pick them up and it be attended to. If it's a dead sea turtle, however, that needs to be reported to the stranding database, which, again, I work with all those guys. It's a very multi-project. And the phone number for that, which I can't remember off the top of my head, that I should do, I'm going to look, is, where is it? 1300 number.
Is that for the RSPCA?
No, this is a different one. It's not for the RSPCA, it's for marine parks.
Oh, okay.
Why is that? Oh, wait a minute, there it is. 1-300-898. And that's for dead, if you find dead animals.
Great. Well, thank you very much. It's been really insightful. And you can follow us along the journey at allgscience.org, or our Twitter is allgscience as well. And your research is fantastic work. And like you said,
thank you very much. Well, you can follow me back.
Sure, we'll do.
I'm on Facebook. It's called Turtles in Trouble. I also have another project called Project Manta, which is looking at manta ray research up and down, actually all around Australia. And I'm also on Twitter, and my handle is MantaTurtle, @MantaTurtle.
Awesome.
And I put all of the stuff that I'm doing with manta rays and turtles all end up going through that Twitter feed as well.
Awesome. Thank you very much for your time.
Not a problem, and enjoy your bike ride. Stay safe.
Thanks. Bye-bye.
All right, bye.